magic will tear you apart.
Usually whoever gets this down first is in a much better position. So now he's going to have to spend a turn pinging and trading, possibly. But just the value of having these cards going first is wrong. And even though I'm going to play a 2-drop on turn 3, I'm still going to be way ahead. In this case, it doesn't really matter if I attack first, so... In that case, he did probably nothing wrong. He just had the misfortune of having Clockwork Gnome in his hand as his 1-drop when I had Cogmaster into a Neotron. That's like the... basically pretty terrible. And it's complete RNG whether or not it's bad to have like his hand, or if it's good to have his hand. It's entirely based on what I can play on turn 1. If I have no play on turn 1, then he just probably wins the game. That's why when people are saying, "Oh, I have a 70% win rate against Warrior with this deck," it's bullshit, because this is an extremely high variance deck. I just want a hand that can kind of hold the board for a couple turns until I can Blast Mage. And I can potentially just go Cogmaster turn 1, hope for a 2-drop, but if not, play Clockwork Gnome turn 2, and then possibly coin Blast Mage turn 3. Hey Yuiki, how are you? I'm having kind of an off day. I would love, it would be obviously much better to have a 2-drop so that I could play the 2-drop and then coin Blast Mage next turn, but getting the big one out is more important, I think. Since if I play this, then he just trades the fighter into it.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Win pace there is fucking retarded. I don't really care about Unleash right now. It's not like he can Knife Juggler Unleash or anything like that. Wait, does he have the coin? Okay, maybe I should have cared about it a little bit more. But as long as I have my mech, I'm okay. Go face again, retard. Even though the Mech Warper probably gets sacrificed here, it's still the best play. That is beyond terrible. Like, his play there is literally terrible. I don't play Troxor. No. Possible that he has lethal somehow, but oh my god. It's pretty unlikely. He needs to have... there's no way he has lethal. Never mind. Yeah, it's a pretty insanely retarded draw. I can't afford to not set off the trap. Warrior, you can do that because you can just like armor up every turn, shield maiden, do all that stuff, and just survive without ever attacking. But when you're playing a deck like Mech Mage, you have to get the damage in. Otherwise, you're just gonna die before you ever get a chance to kill them. I kind of love Unstable Portal. It makes, even when you get a shitty card off of it, the randomness is fun. Even though maybe it's not strategically the best card in the universe. How could he kill us here? Silence or Hunter's Mark into Unleash into Kill Command. The 6, so that wouldn't kill. Still doesn't do it. Ultimately, that didn't matter at all, but it was pretty fun. One more game to go. So on EU this season, I think I played less than 10 hours. Maybe a little bit more than 10 hours. It's probably in the range of between like 9 and 12 hours, I think. And I started off at like rank... excuse me. rank 23. And I only played free-to-play decks. So even though I have played quite a bit of Cancer, Druid, you just want like really fast hands, and this is not a fast hand. And whether or not he has like Zombie Chow or some other turn 1 play will often determine who wins. This is one case where having Frostbolt is pretty good. Usually you don't, as Mech Mage, you don't want Frostbolt in your opening hand though. Excuse me. I think trade here. Whether we play Mech Warper or Snow Chugger doesn't really matter, except that we get to freeze them. So Snow Chugger's better. If he has the removal, then either way it's bad for us. The reason I traded there is because it plays around swipe. I choose to just go face and ignore the... Unstable portal first. Get. Yeah, you got a shitty 4-drop. So right now... so he's probably getting a hero power.
Where shall I strike?
Need a good top deck. That's not a good top deck. Thinking the other day about how to make Innervate a little bit less broken. Maybe if it costs like mana to use it, but it gave you mana back. Ugh. This is like super shitty mid-game draw. Macleod is pretty terrible. I don't really understand the... So right now, 8, 14. So I really can't do anything the way it goes. I don't really understand why you'd play Mech Druid because of all the possible druid decks that are even played, probably the worst one. I think it's actually possibly even worse than like Mech Warrior, but Mech Warrior is pretty bad. Druid already has like a perfectly fine aggressive deck, so I really don't understand where, or not 20, but maybe like say like 10 games where I played him and he was effective but not like amazing, and then another 10 games where I played him and he was actually a liability. It's the same guy. Yeah, I'm saying that, not that Paladin is like super amazing or anything, but that they can make consistent mistakes and get bailed out by the strength of like Muster, Quartermaster, and other combinations that they have in their deck right now. Yeah. Just one sec. No, I didn't hit it on NA, I just realized I miscounted and I've actually hit Legend 6 times on NA. So it'll be times 7. Which... Palette Shredders... I don't know, it's kinda iffy. So we're gonna do this. I had the coin, so it's not like he can... No, I'm playing on EU. But I will find my list, just one sec. I've made lots of changes to this deck this season, so keep that in mind. Best mech mage opening is more effective by far. The problem is the Pally has like extremely effective mid game.
Follow the rules.
In my face. Fuck! All you had to do is... Okay, that's actually really good. If for some reason he chooses not to clear that. See how greedy he is. Oh, I win anyway. Oh, he had a pretty strong opening, but it's hard to compete with double Mech Warper. I should probably put my current list on Hearthstone. I need to get in the habit of doing that more. So we're still at the point where classic packs are still more valuable right now than EBG packs, just because I don't have a ton of classic cards. Yesterday, I got gold Earth Elemental out of a pack, which is pretty cool. It's 400 dust. I'm never gonna play Earth Elemental. Nice. That is a pretty fucking nice pack. Blood Mage Thanos might seem like a little bit underwhelming, but I do like to play Oil Rogue quite a bit. That was a beautiful pack. The only way in which I meant he's a little bit underwhelming is that when you don't have a ton of legendaries, he seems kind of not great. But he is, like, there was a point where he was played in pretty much every deck. And it's not so anymore. He's basically played in, what, Freeze Mage and Oil Rogue now, but he's still a great card.